What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Should I Buy? And in this episode, we're going to talk about the big old Jumia technologies, and we're going to dive right in, use our wonderful Excel sheet, use MARKETSMITH to get all that nitty-gritty information, use the wonderful system that they've provided us, find out ownership, find out institutional ownerships, find out all the earnings to see if this is going to be something we're going to invest in the long term. Again, if you guys are interested in signing up with MARKETSMITH, the link is down below. They have a special going on right now, so click that link, sign up, take advantage of this great software. All right, so with that said, let's jump in to the Excel sheet that we've provided here. All right, so let's go ahead, put in the ticker. We got Jumia, JMIA. All right, so we got the stock price sitting at around 503, 504, perfect. And we have the market cap around 503 million, pretty good. All right, we can see that the market cap's right there as well. Shares around 100 million, perfect, 96. That also confirms right there. You can see MARKETSMITH gives us all that information. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the PE. Obviously, the PE is not available because the EPS is still currently in the negatives. All right, so we're gonna go and jump right into some of the nitty-gritty stuff. All right, so we're gonna, before we do that, we're gonna look at return on equity, and of course that's also zero because we have a negative EPS and so forth. All right, so we're gonna take a look at total debt, and to do that, we're gonna jump into Yahoo Finance. We got Jumia Technologies. We're gonna go to financials here. Then we're gonna see, we're looking at total debt and the total assets. All right, so where do we find that? We find that on the balance sheet. We're gonna come here to look at total assets. We can see we have 578. We're gonna plug that in. And total liabilities, we're gonna plug that in. Perfect. So right away, we have a total debt to asset ratio of 3.49. All right, so that's something that is gonna be checked off on our list for a positive. Now we're going to look at current debt. All right, come up here, total current liabilities right there. All right, so we're going to plug that in, and then current assets right there. Perfect. Still another green figure, which is great. Now we're going to go and look into the income statement and look for operating income and total revenue. All right. All right, so now we're going to jump in and look at the operating income. All right, so we have operating income minus 279, and the total revenue here is 209. Okay, let's plug that in. All right, so we get a negative number here. Perfect. So we're done with the balance sheet and the income statement. Now we're going to look at the cash flow here. All right, cash flow. Let's see what's going on with the cash flow here. We got to see, is cash flow increasing or decreasing? So we had negative 163, we have negative 210, negative 124, negative 78, negative 253. So it's actually decreasing. All right, so that's something we're going to put in, and it's going to be a red as well. Next thing we want to look at is the owned by management. What percentage is owned by management? And to do that, we're going to come here and we're going to jump into MARKETSMITH, and we're going to see management ownership right here. All right, we can see it's 2% owned by management. So we're going to put 2 there. And we got to see if the number of funds are increasing or decreasing. So let's take a look here. Last few months, it's been pretty consistent, right? We had 62, 57, 54, 56, 57. So nothing really increasing or decreasing there. So you can't really say it's a negative. So we'll leave that one as it is, as we really don't have an increase or decrease here. It's just pretty much been steady since September 2021. A slight decrease there, but last few quarters has been 57, 54, 56. So not much drastic change there. All right. So regardless, with that information, again, this Excel sheet doesn't take into consideration whether it's a growth stock, a lot of the other hidden things that come with investing, it doesn't take into consideration. It's just a numbers checklist. That's why you guys have to go back and do your due diligence and understand what the company is and what it does in the future, especially if it's a growth stock, to see if you guys are actually going to want to invest in this thing. All right, so obviously because it's a negative EPS, they're cash burning company right now, and it's not really profitable. This checklist won't really work with these types of stocks. It's going to give you a fail because not everything is adding up. All right, so these will probably be a little bit of a higher risk for you guys if you're looking to invest in companies like this. However, the rewards could be a lot more. So with higher risk long-term investments, you obviously want to use less capital because of the big volatility and the drawdowns that it can affect in your portfolio. All right, when you're getting into things that have, you know, passes across the board, those are more fundamentally sound companies that you may look at or try to invest in. All right, so obviously when we did Netflix has passed, and ever since we did Netflix, I believe Netflix has been up quite a bit since since we did this last video on it. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at the weekly chart on Jumia and see what really, you know, what's happening here. So we can see that we've have pretty good support area right here. All right, that's a pretty good support area, and it's kind of sitting around this area right now. It was an area before it kind of bounced a little bit at, and your next area of support is really going to come down at this $2 area. All right, so it's a big drop from 5 considering where it is. But again, if you're investing in long term, you kind of want to do your research and really believe in the company, and then you can slowly cost average down. But maybe for those of you that haven't invested in it and are looking to invest in it, you could start at 5 with room to add. But in regards to the checklist, cash flow, everything else we checked out, the Excel sheet has given it a fail. So maybe something you guys might want to think twice about investing due to the high risk that it might be involved in trading the stock. All right, so with that said, that is Jumia. If you guys did appreciate this nice little quick video running through the fundamentals, charts, and telling you guys all this information, go ahead, comment down below. Let me know what stock you want me to do next, and we'll dive right in, and we'll see if that is going to be a hit or miss. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.